Hey guys, Galaxy here, and I'll be starting a little new series here called Tilt Talk, where I'll be talking about everything regarding the esports side of every esports, not just only Valorant. I'll be talking about CS:GO, Apex Legends, a bunch Overwatch, a bunch of other esports side of things. Today I'll be talking about Premiere, so I'll be going over what it is, the pros, the cons, and what I would like them to do, or what I would like them to add for the full version when it officially comes out. And yeah, if many of you don't know what Premiere is, essentially it's like the esports side of Valorant. So it's like a gateway for you to enter, and if you ever want to join. So how it works is for at 2 days a week, you get to choose which day you can play a randomized map. So one map, it might be Ascent, one map might be Bind, Pearl, and Hate It. So like that's the rotation they gave us for this map. And every week there's a standing. So if you guys win two, you guys are showing the standing is 2-0. You win one, lose one, now you're 3-1, etc., etc. And essentially that's really what the Premiere is. It was overall fun. Not like I had no complaints really, but there's some little minute things I want to talk about. The pros. So here's some things I would like to say. Some pros I would say is I really like how the system goes, like the animation and like the lobbies. It looks really like professional, and I really do like enjoy what I'm seeing from it. It's really like gives you a feel like, hey, I'm really like competing in this. It's like really fun. So that's also I really like. I also like how once a week is like they give you a set schedule. It's like, hey, with a set schedule, this is what you're gonna play. You have an hour to play 2 maps. It's like really sick. It's like gives you a time schedule. It's like makes you feel like you're a pro, which I really enjoy. Of course, I've never been a pro. I've never been a pro in any a game, but it definitely gave me that sense of feeling. It's like, oh, I feel like I'm a tier 1 pro or franchising. So it has been really fun to play. Also, another few things, I really do like the playoff brackets. It gives you like I like the in the between where they gave us like a system rework or something like that, where it was like a playoff bracket where you could play and then you can win, but it's like a practice thing. I really did enjoy that. And I also like in the playoffs where they made an it was an upper bracket, and then if you lose, you get to constellation where it's essentially a lower bracket. So you still have a second chance to win if you needed. But yeah, I think overall it like maybe felt like it felt fun overall, like because it depends on who you're with. Of course, if you have like a fun team with it, like it feels fun. It's nice and it makes you feel like a pro. And it also like I've also never really scrimmed before, so like me and my team would scrim and we would like talk about it. It really like made us engage and really helped us improve upon our team and like our comps. Like, hey, maybe this map we're not really good at. Let's try to force this map. Hey, let's permaban this map. We really don't like it. Let's go on this map. Let's try to force this map. It really like did feel like we were on a tier 1 team, but of course we're not. We're in like Division 19, but it was really fun, and I really did enjoy it. I think that's all the pros. There are some cons I do have to explain and I do have to express about the Premiere that I wish they do fix later on. So first things first, the dates. I do not like the dates they set up. So luckily I live in the East Coast, so the dates that they gave us was like 7 or 8 p.m. So to me, it's not really that bad, which is like, if I have work or anything, I can just get out of work, come here, or I have like anything I want to do, get out of work and come here, and then I'm chilling and I can play. But I feel like they are catering a lot to people who are, in the nicest way possible, people who are unemployed or don't go to school. I feel like this benefits them because this is easier for them to access it. And I am not a big fan of that. Because not everyone is unemployed or live by themselves or like go to school. I'm not saying it's a bad thing that all those things happen, but I feel like you got to kind of cater it. I think you should give it more wide range of time. Like instead of making it from 7 to 8, maybe make it like, I don't know, from like 6 to 9. Like give it like a 3-hour window where it's like, hey, you can play in those 3-hour windows, and give it like an extra day. I feel like you only get like it was like Saturday or Sunday, or like sometimes it was like Saturday or Monday. It was like really weird days and times. I feel like keep it on a weekend where at least most people are off and they can play, or like give it where if they want to play during the daytime instead of the nighttime. It's like I feel like there should be more variety of that, and maybe that'll help them and like maybe motivate people to actually play more. Because I know some people tried it out but then just gave up on it because timing wasn't rare. wasn't there. So that's what I think about it. Um, Also, the best of ones, I understand not everyone's built for the best of threes. I get it. You want to do a best of one, but I feel like it would be nice if you did if with the premiere. I know this is a beta, so they're probably doing it just for beta best of ones or testing it out. But it would be really nice if they did a best of three, so or like like the grand finals is a best of three or something like that. Like the best of ones is a lower bracket. I do like how they did the lower bracket. It's really nice giving the team a second chance. But I also felt like as the game's going on, like my team kind of felt like we were burnt out because we were playing like 3 games straight together, and like we only had like a 2 minutes of rest period. I felt like maybe like there's like different times where like maybe we don't all have to play it the same day. Maybe we can like schedule it for another day. I feel like there should be more flexibility with it instead of me just being pressed and pressed and pressed because like we would finish our set, we would finish our match, we'd win, and then we'd have 2 minutes to go, use the bathroom, get water, and just like recuperate. I feel like it would be nice if we had like more like grace period. Would be best, but everyone's different. Like overall the cons, they're not really anything bad or anything too crazy. I think it's just more of just like more variety when it comes to timing and more variety when it comes to like people who want to play it. It would be really nice if they give it more time. And I also want to add one more thing. The divisions, it's kind of like all over the place, and I don't know how you can how can you regulate it, because I've had a friend who is in Division 18, who she said there was clearly someone who was Radiant who's playing on Division 18, but he was on a Smurf. So it kind of is like, how would you? I think there should be like a set level for you to join Premier, even if you're on a Smurf, maybe like 150 or 200, you can join Premier. So people who are actually on their main account can actually play instead of just someone hopping on a Smurf and just like rolling people who actually want to try and are on that rank. I kind of didn't like that. I mean, we didn't have that issue as people who are actually on our rank that were playing, so we didn't have that issue. But I feel like maybe that's for other divisions. It's so easy for Smurfs to get on and just like ruin the experience. So I feel like there should be more regulations on that. And yeah, that's really all the cons. It's nothing like too crazy where I think it's bad, but I do think that some things they need to fix up. So here's what I would propose: some things that would maybe enhance the experience and really make it better through the years. I think one would be if you added a relegation and demotion system, like like in the Premier League or like in other or traditional sports, where, for example, if like the top 10 teams in Division 19, if you make it top 10, you get promoted to the top 20, and then the bottom of the 20 division, they get demoted to the Division 19. So like it makes you really like push to not really be the last, or be the top 10 of the team of the region. Something along those lines. To give you more incentive to actually play. To give you actually more incentive to play in Premier. I mean, I feel like if I'm stuck in Division 19, I understand it's more just a higher Radiant, but I feel like when it comes to rank and when it comes to team play, your rank shouldn't be the sole reason why your team is doing good. So imagine if I had a team full of diamonds and we were all diamonds or high ascent, and we were in Division 18, but we were smoking everyone because we know how to play with each other. We should be promoted to Division 19. We should prove ourselves and be like, hey, we as a team, as a 5-stack we can hang with the big dogs, or we can hang with better players. I think maybe adding a relegation or demotion system would be really sick. Another thing is, I said like before a little bit on the cons, they should add more time periods and more consistent time periods. So for example, they shouldn't add it on a Monday at 8 p.m. I don't know about you, or I don't know if anybody else, but people have jobs, people have school, like people have life outside of Valorant, and I understand that it's more for people who aspire to be pro, but like there's also people who want to make content over it, and it kind of sucks that like we can't do that because like we're stuck in a small time period. It would be nice if we just if there was more time period on a weekend, give us like a 4-hour stretch where we can play. It would give them more incentive, and then it would be better for people scheduling, streaming, like a lot of things. It just like it would be better overall. Keep it on a weekend. Don't put it in the middle of a day where people have work or school the next day. It would make no sense. We're rushing. Be a lot of people still live with their parents, so it would we can't really like hype each other up or like scream. You have to keep it low. It's more like small things, something too crazy. But that's my thing. What I would feel like would be best to change. But that's really what I want to talk about. Overall, I give the whole overall experience of Premiere like an 8 out of 10. There's some small, minute things that should be couldn't be fixed, but overall, it was a really fun experience. If you can find yourself like a really good 5-stack that what are motivated and really have fun, and that can mesh well together, I say do it. Why not? It motivates people in rank to rank up. Maybe let's hope the toxicity goes down and people will use their mics in ranked. Maybe that'll help. But overall, Premiere was a really good thing. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys do like this series, I was planning on doing it every day. So let me know. And peace.